Not what we have, but what we enjoy, constitutes our abundance. Happiness is man's greatest aim in life. Tranquility and rationality are the cornerstones of happiness. He who is not satisfied with a little is satisfied with nothing. You don't develop courage by being happy in your relationships every day. You develop it by surviving difficult times and challenging adversity. Being happy is knowing how to be content with little. He who has peace of mind disturbs neither himself nor another. We should look for someone to eat and drink with before looking for something to eat and drink. Let no one be slow to seek wisdom when he is young, nor weary in the search of it when he has grown old. For no age is too early or too late for the health of the soul. Of all the means to ensure happiness throughout the whole life, by far, the most important is the acquisition of friends. Live your life without attracting attention. Freedom is the greatest fruit of self-sufficiency. A man who causes fear cannot be free from fear. If God listened to the prayers of men, all men would quickly have perished, for they are forever praying for evil against one another. The misfortune of the wise is better than the prosperity of the fool. There is nothing terrible in life, for the man who realizes there is nothing terrible in death. I have never wished to cater to the crowd, for what I know, they do not approve, and what they approve I do not know. Be moderate in order to taste the joys of life in abundance. The noble soul occupies itself with wisdom and friendship. Do everything like someone is gazing at you. For a wrongdoer to be undetected is difficult, and for him to have confidence that his concealment will continue is impossible. To be rich is not the end, but only a change of worries. The summit of pleasure is the elimination of all that gives pain. Only the just man enjoys peace of mind. Self-sufficiency is the greatest of all wealth. If you would enjoy real freedom, you must be the slave of philosophy. He who needs riches least enjoys riches most. Skillful pilots gain their reputation from storms and tempest. Pleasure is the first good. It is the beginning of every choice and every aversion. It is the absence of pain in the body and of troubles in the soul. In a philosophical dispute, he gains most who is defeated, since he learns most. The art of living well and the art of dying well are one. If death causes you no pain when you're dead, it is foolish to allow the fear of it to cause you pain now. No pleasure is evil in itself, but the means by which certain pleasures are gained bring pains many times greater than the pleasures. We have been born once, and there can be no second birth. For all eternity we shall no longer be. But you, although you are not master of tomorrow, are postponing your happiness. He who doesn't find a little enough will find nothing enough. A strict belief in fate is the worst of slavery, imposing upon our necks an everlasting lord and tyrant, whom we are to stand in awe of night and day. It is better for you to be free of fear lying upon a pallet, than to have a golden couch and a rich table and be full of trouble. Any man who does not think that what he has is more than ample is an unhappy man, even if he is the master of the whole world. If thou wilt make a man happy, add not unto his riches, but take away from his desires. Of all the things which wisdom provides to make us entirely happy, much the greatest is the possession of friendship. It is not so much our friends' help that helps us, as the confidence of their help. Riches do not exhilarate us so much with their possession as they torment us with their loss. To eat and drink without a friend is to devour like the lion and the wolf. Nothing is sufficient for the person who finds sufficiency too little. The time when most of you should withdraw into yourself is when you are forced to be in a crowd. Most men are in a coma when they are at rest, and mad when they act. It is folly for a man to pray to the gods for that which he has the power to obtain by himself. The wise man thinks of fame just enough to avoid being despised. Death is nothing to us, since when we are, death has not come, and when death has come, we are not. The fool, with all his other faults, has this also: he is always getting ready to live. What will happen to me if that which this desire seeks is achieved, and what if it is not? We cannot live pleasantly without living wisely and nobly and righteously. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it, and the loss of false joys secures to us a much better possession of real ones. I spit upon luxurious pleasures, not for their own sake, but because of the inconveniences that follow them. Pleasure is the beginning and the end of living happily. Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for. The things you really need are few and easy to come by. But the things you can imagine you need are infinite, and you will never be satisfied.